Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. There is one person on YouTube that I don't think I can live a single day without seeing one of his videos, largely because he leaves a video response to just about every one of my videos, which is really cool. I love the video responses. His handle is Coffee House Schmuck. And he's come to the chat room every once in a while. He's not there terribly often, but I thought this particular video would be a good starting point to lead into a discussion of information overload. So here we go. Here's Coffee House Schmuck.
A suggestion for everybody. Chris comes up with such good stuff and so many good things that he finds on the internet. What I did on my computer was I created a folder. I named the folder Pirillo. And any link, anything that I find out about from live.pirillo.com, I save it into that folder. And then when I'm able to get to it, then I just get to it. And I have a little more free time during the evenings, and sometimes I'll be watching one of his videos during the day. And I'll just save it to the Pirillo folder and then get to it when I'm able to get to it. And it's just a suggestion for everybody. Thank you.
So Coffee House Schmuck's suggestion is to make a Pirillo folder. So I don't know whether to be honored or kind of scared. But, honestly, there's so much information these days, which is great. I mean, when I first got online back in 1992, there were... No, he's not a stalker. He only leaves YouTube video comment follow-ups, which I welcome anybody to do. Back in 92, we really didn't have a lot of people to network with because a lot of people who were online were either students or in the military or, well, largely in the educational system across the world. But we used Usenet to communicate. There wasn't a lot of really valid starting points. We had discussion lists to a certain degree, but there was no web. There were no places to go to find information, so largely we relied on... I remember Scott Yanoff had a list, an email list that would be updated on a monthly basis. He'd email it out, and it would contain all the resources you could go to on the internet. In an email. A single email. Not an HTML email. Text email. I realize you may not think that I'm that old, but I remember that. Thank you, Lacoste. Nice shirt. Thank you. Weird laugh. Well, I apologize. Nowadays, though, there's so much information out there, it's almost impossible to digest. Now, we try to record 5 different videos a day. And uploading them to YouTube. That's where Coffee House Schmuck responded. Upload them to a variety of video networks, so no matter what video network you use, you'd be able to discover what we do here at live.pirillo.com. I also archive all of our podcasts at media.pirillo.com and my blog at chris.pirillo.com. Even I'm publishing a lot, and there are thousands, if not millions, of people just like me these days, publishing everything. What do you guys do to get through this information overload? I mean, to me, I just try to turn it all off. I consume what my friends suggest I consume. Like, if someone in the chat room posts a link to a YouTube video, I usually click and watch it. Or if they post a link to their blog, hey, check it out, I'll look. I may make a comment or two. I'm a voracious when it comes to clicking links. I just always will do that. And I don't really, even though I have a lot of subscriptions in my newsreader, I don't read my newsreader as often as I used to, because there's so much going on. Mentally I just can't handle it. There's just too many good things. Usually what will happen is I'll hear something at least 5 times, and by the 5th time then I check it out. Just because if it comes on 5 of my friends' radars and they tell me each to check it out, then I'll check it out. That's the only way I can deal with the information overload. Should talk more tech. Well, this is tech. I mean, this is all about information. That's where technology's headed. Try Google and set up some good widgets. That works great to be on top of news. Well, but conversely, this is the reason why I don't follow Dig a lot. I mean, yeah, I visit Dig, obviously, but I don't subscribe to any feeds on Dig. I don't subscribe to Tech Meme. I don't read any one technology publication on a regular basis, by and large, because there's just so many of them out there. And nowadays, all of them seem to be publishing similar content. So if I read the story here, chances are I could read it just about anywhere. And so for that reason, and that reason alone, I tend not to write or blog about things that other people happen to be writing or blogging about or even talking about to a large degree. It's one of the reasons why the videos that we do here are less topical. What's in the news, just because that gives it a little more longevity when it's placed online. When we talk about hardware that transcends operating systems or any one point in time, there are exceptions to every rule. I mean, I've gone off on Windows Vista and XP and even Apple's iPhone, but those are, like I said, they're the exceptions. Information overload is something that we all have to deal with. You're sitting here obviously watching this video right now. Do you feel you're experiencing information overload? There's too much to look at. And if so, I'm looking for suggestions because I face information overload all the time. And my way of taking care of it is just, turning off that part of my brain that's always seeking more information and just letting my friends find the information for me. If you have any tips or tricks, yeah, we know that out there people are copying you. Well, hopefully they're not copying me. I would, you know what? I am the whole argument against clones. The world has got enough having one of me around here. We don't need any more copycats of Chris Pirillo, that's for sure. And I'm sure we miss some good stuff often. Well, yeah, you miss good stuff, but you also don't feel like you're overwhelmed. I think it's inevitable. You just kind of have to turn off the spigot every once in a while and walk away. What do you do for information overload, if anything at all? Let us know. We're always live here at live.pirillo.com, so if you're feeling overloaded with information right now, need to get away, meet a few chatters, say hello, swing by there. We're there 24 hours a day. Which I realize is ironic talking about information overload.